Okay. Hi, my name is Sharice Nimmons. I am currently vying to get my master's in Christian counseling. This is a mock session based on Gottman and Silver's The 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work. Okay, the purpose of this mock session is to demonstrate my understanding and principles of skills that I've learned thus far while reading the 7 principles of making marriage work. I will be going through a psychoeducational piece as well as introduction skills, didactic and teaching aspects, as well as answering any questions y'all have about the mock session. Okay.
Okay.
So now we're going to get into the disclosure. I just want to confirm that you guys received and signed the disclosure, correct?
Yes.
Okay, I'm also going to review it just to make sure if you didn't read it, I need you guys to understand this is very important. So I'm a graduate student working towards the completion of my master's degree in professional counseling. I am currently in a marriage and family counseling course practicing techniques. Therefore, I'll be recording this session, but only my professors and some of my classmates will see the tape. The recording will be destroyed at the end of the semester. Well, likewise, you should know that there are some limitations to my counseling. Please note this is meant to be a practice session, and thus the issues are addressed should not be real issues. All right. Client rights. So just so you know, in case you do get uncomfortable or do you feel uncomfortable during the session, you have rights. It is your right at any time to inquire about the process and procedures that are done during my mock session. You have the right to refuse request changes to any of my suggestions at any time. If you're not satisfied with my services or any reason, you can inform me or my instructor, who's Dr. Kozart, and I can give you his email. Once you have begun the mock counseling session with me, there is no obligation to continue. You have the right to discontinue at any time. Though I ask that you participate in a termination session, you should desire to refer to another therapist. We're not going to do a termination session. Just for a disclaimer. My services are rendered in a professional manner and consist with the ethical standards of the American Counseling Association. If you have a complaint concerning malpractice, this will be reported to my instructor. All right. And lastly, the confidentiality. This is important. So everything discussed in this session will be confidential. If I determine you are in imminent danger to yourself, if you report elderly or child abuse or neglect, if your records are subpoenaed by the court, if you disclose sexual contact with a mental health problem whom you have had professional relationship, if information is requested by your contractor provider, so your HMO, insurance, your healthcare. If I am directed by you to write a statement informing someone of your choosing, or if you bring a malpractice suit against me, those are the only reasons where I can't keep something confidential. Okay.
Okay.
All right, now time to get into the good stuff. So the principle that we will be doing today is called Enhance Your Love Map. So Amber and Steve Thomas is our couple of 32 years. They're just coming for their annual tune-up. There's nothing that Amber or Steve have stated that is wrong with their relationship or if there's any issues. It's just when you're married for 32 years, sometime a tune-up, as Amber wanted to come in, is good for, okay?
Okay.
So that's just to tell about you all. Now, the principle Enhancing Your Love Map is basically to rekindle or get you better prepared in stressful events or conflicts. It allows married couples to get on the same page. Life happens when you're married. Like, for example, Steve, you shared you're retired, or Amber, you're adjusting to going back into a job environment. These are things that could affect your relationship and how it usually balances based on that it's a change of schedule. It's just a different event in your life that you're unfamiliar with, or maybe a little discomfort in your relationship. The Enhance Your Love Map allows you to get on that same map together. And it, more than anything, it just develops a greater personal insight amongst each other. And I think for you all, I think it will be perfect because it gets to kind of test to see 32 years. Do you guys know each other like the back of your hand still? Are you still on the same page? So that's a lot of the reason why I picked it. And I think Sharing your inner self with your partner is an ongoing process, as you will know. So just being able to understand each of your aspects within your relationship, like Amber, your mindset, Steve, your mindset, and bringing them together is important. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen and we're going to go through Love Maps questionnaire. So within this principle, within each principle, they have like 4 different exercises based on whatever the principle is. So since our principle is enhancing your love maps, we're going to do the Love Maps questionnaire as our activity to focus on for the psychoeducational piece. Okay. So each of you, I told you all before this session to have a separate piece of paper and a pen. Now, when I share my screen, I'm going to read off the question. You're going to answer true or false based on what you think as individuals, okay? So I'm going to read the directions just to give you more of an insight. So by giving honest answers to the following questions, you will get a sense of quality of your current love maps. For the most accurate reading of your marriage is doing on the first principle, both of you should complete the following. So I'm going to read each statement. You're going to write T for true or F for false, okay? At the end, we're going to score the truths. Based on whatever your score is, I'll let you know the results and you can ask me questions afterwards, okay?
Okay.
Okay, let me share my screen. Okay, can y'all see my screen?
It's small.
Okay, that's okay. I'm still gonna read it. Okay. First question is, I can name my partner's best friends. And let me know when Amber and Steve, you're ready for the next question.
Ready.
We ready.
I can tell you what stresses my partner is currently facing.
Ready.
I know the names of some of the people who have been irritating my partner lately. I can tell you some of my partner's life dreams. I am very familiar with my partner's religious beliefs and ideas. I can tell you about my partner's basic philosophy of life. I can list the relatives my partner likes the least. I know my partner's favorite music. And remember, you're just putting T or F based on if you know it or you don't. I can list my partner's 3 favorite movies. My spouse is familiar with my current stressors. I know the 3 most special times in my partner's life. I can tell you the most stressful thing that happened to my partner as a child. I can list my partner's major aspirations and hopes in life. I know my partner's major current worries. My spouse knows who my friends are. I know what my partner would want to do if he or she suddenly won the lottery. I can tell you in detail my first impression of my partner. Periodically, I ask my partner about his or her world right now. I feel that my partner knows me pretty well. My spouse is, and this is the last one, my spouse is familiar with my hopes and aspirations.
I thought you asked that one.
They asked a few of them over, but I'm going to explain that. Good question, Amber. So a lot of the reasons in different questionnaires they ask them over to it's a mind thing to make sure you answer if you're going to answer them honestly. So if you answer them the same way, the same time, usually that is just your natural cognitive like reaction to the question. And if you answer them differently, you thought about one more than the other. So it kind of gives an imbalance. But yes, great question, Amber. Okay, so now what I want you all to do is I want you to add up your truths, your ones that you mark true. I want you to add them up, and then we'll start with Amber first with how many she got, and then we'll start with you, and then we'll go to you, Steve, and you let me know how many you got that were true.
Hi, I'm Amber. I got 18.
Okay. And
Hi.
okay, go ahead, Steve. Thank you.
Okay. I got 16.
Okay. So for your results, it states that 10 or higher, this is an area of strength for your marriage. You have a fairly detailed map of your spouse's everyday life, hopes, fears, and dreams. You know what makes your spouse tick based on your score. You'll probably find the love map exercises that follow easy and gratifying. They will serve as a reminder of how connected you and your partner are. Try not to take for granted this knowledge and understanding of each other. Keeping in touch in this way ensures you'll be well equipped to handle any problem areas that crop up in your relationship. So the purpose of you all coming in was to tune up. How do you feel about your results? Either one of y'all can go first.
I think I probably overthought some, and some of the questions were similar. And so I think that's why I probably didn't get as low of a score, because I hesitated in regards to a couple answers. We probably would have been even, because I know there was at least two I did hesitate. And I just went ahead and marked them true.
And it was, and for me, can you repeat the ones that I put false on so that I can remember to look and find out those answers?
Yes, and we can do that right now during session if you don't mind, Steve.
Okay.
Okay, so what numbers did you have as false?
8.
Okay, now I do want to acknowledge, Amber, I heard you and I definitely understand that the questions were similar. So I do want to address her, Steve, before we get into your number 8. And I think that that's so natural for you to feel like you know something, but you're always second guessing yourself. 32 years in, feel confident in yourself and in your marriage, Amber, and know that you guys are on a great roadmap. And we're actually going to reveal some areas where Steve felt like I put false, but I couldn't know this based on whatever. So back to Steve. Amber, do you have anything else before I move to Steve?
I agree with Steve. I would like to know the answers of the questions of 9 and 18.
Okay. And Steve, yours was 8 and what else?
8, 9, 14. Oh, you know what? I miscounted. It was 15. I got 15. Okay. 8, 9, 14, 18. Oh, I was right. It was 4.
All right. Okay. All right, Steve.
So you got 16.
Yes, I got 16.
Okay. So let's start with number 8. I know my partner's favorite music.
Oh, no. Yeah, I don't know that.
Amber, what's your favorite music?
Gospel. Yes, you do.
I was thinking more like, would it be Kim or, I
know you was thinking artist.
You're thinking more of an artist. Yeah. I was thinking more, I would listen to more gospel.
Okay.
I like jazz as well.
Well, you like Charlie Wilson, like Kim, but I didn't know.
I do.
Okay. So you're
all right.
Okay, so your favorite music is gospel. Amber, what is your favorite music, Steve? Let's see if she got
I like
rock.
Yeah, I like rhythm and blues. Rhythm and blues.
Pop rock.
No, rhythm and
Rhythm and
blues.
blues.
You put pop rock, Amber?
No, but I mean, I knew what he liked. He's a
Yeah.
mixture of rap and pop
Oh,
rock. I mean, to
okay.
me, that's what I consider
All
rhythm
right.
and blues. That
Yeah.
reminds me of old jazz.
No, that's okay. I was curious. So now there's also number 9. Y'all both didn't get number 9, correct?
Right, I didn't.
Correct.
Okay. I can list my partner's 3 favorite movies.
Oh, I can't. Mm-mm.
Okay, we both could not, because
She watched movies every
I
day.
watch movies all the time. He doesn't.
Do you even have 3 favorite movies?
um, let's see what they're old. Coming to America. Um, I can't think right now. There are
Okay.
quite a few movies that we like.
No worries, Amber. Okay. Maybe that's something you can tell him before you go to bed if it comes to you before you go to bed.
What's your 3? Steve.
You tell Steve that and see how that conversation sparks out. Okay, what else? What other numbers you also had, Steve and Amber?
Say what? I'm
I
sorry.
had 18.
In order. So we did 8, 9, and then Steve, did you have 14 or no?
Yeah, 14.
What was
Did you have anything before the number 14 other than 8 and 9 or 9?
Uh,
Okay. I know my partner's major current worries. Can we unpack that, Steve? What was the struggle for you for that?
well, because she got like brand new worries that just started this week. So I don't know, like, she's kind of like, she don't like the new setup with the new secretaries, and then there's a lot of new things on her job. That this week she got new stressors that I don't really understand what they are yet, because she's been saying so many of them. So
I wouldn't say those are worries.
yeah, they are.
Stressors.
They are stressors. You stressed about
It says current worries. Do you feel
Worries.
like they're worries? Do you
Yeah.
feel like, Amber, your worries stress you out? And that's why he says that they're worries and why
I would
you say
say
they're
they
stressors?
stress me out because
Mhm.
I'm not stressed about it.
Okay.
Or nor am I worried about it because, it'll all
Well,
come together.
that's why I put falls.
There you are. Well, I think what we did, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, Steve and Amber, is that because you're entering, like we said, a different season and there's a new transition going on, rather it's a small transition or a big transition, there's things, just current worries that you're figuring out as time goes on, and that's okay. That's healthy. This is a healthy conversation. Okay, what was the other one? Steve, you had 2 more?
No, I got one more.
Yeah.
Okay,
18.
1 more.
We
18,
both we both had 18.
yes, okay. Periodically, I ask my partner about his or her world right now.
Hmm. Well, I know his world is retirement and worrying about whether he has enough money after he retired.
Okay, and Steve, how do you feel about that? And then how do you feel about being in her world right
Uh,
now?
that is my world right now.
That's his world.
Uh-huh,
And then her, I think it's kind of the same, adjusting to the new income and what
It
we
is.
can and what we can't do. We still don't know.
Yes, we still don't know the uncertain.
okay. And it seems like you guys are on the same page about it. And that's what makes this love map so beneficial, to where even though y'all both said false, y'all technically knew where your minds were at. and just to be confident. So in my book, you guys probably got a 20 out of 20, but just take the questions that you felt like you were false and use those questions as conversations when y'all check in with each other, because that's always just healthy in a marriage, so you guys can continue to be on this amazing love roadmap, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right. Is there any other questions that you have about our mock session today?
This was quite interesting to find out how much I knew about him or what I didn't know, or whether we should share more or communicate more. It brought a lot of thinking and communication in regards to, okay, he's thinking like that too as well. We might not have shared it. We come together in the evening and we do talk a lot, but sometimes we don't talk about everything every day.
Okay. And Steve?
It's always nice to see how you do on the dating game or the marriage game or whatever.
That's what it
You
reminded
see,
me of.
yeah, not that. What's that other one where they get the scores up? The
The
newlywed game.
newlywed game. That's what it reminded us of.
That's exactly why I did it, because I think when you're newlywed and even when you're 32 years in, you always interesting to see how the growth and how things change or may have stayed the same, or how you kept on the same love map in this case. So thank y'all for your time, Amber and Steve. I wish y'all 32 more beautiful years, and I hope to be able to have more sessions with you in the future.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Yes, thank you for your
Thank you
professionalism.
for your professionalism.
You're welcome.